I am here.
Okay.
I'm
Yes,
with you.
I was about talking to Hassan on the particular question, but it seems he's having network challenge. But let's talk to you now. In the Constitution, some persons have said that Nigeria does not operate through federalism. Is that correct? Or maybe you have a contrary opinion to that particular school of thought? Because that's vital to this discussion this morning.
Yes, I don't necessarily, because I mean every person actually knows that that we do have an over concentration within the Nigerian Constitution.
When you say over concentration, what do you mean basically?
Yeah, over concentration, that the power sits within at the top. That's why when we clamor for devolution of powers, let's take two things. Basically saying, as the question were before, what are the issues one has with the Constitution? I would say two things. One is that the Constitution is a lie. It starts with we the people. I don't know who amongst us, or any representative that was consulted when the Constitution was made. That means it cannot be we the people, because the people had no input. That's number one. Number two is that when I talk about over centralization of power, what I mean is, if you take, for instance, the exclusive list, what on earth would a state governor who by any means within the Constitution is being referred to as the chief security officer of a state, yet he has no powers. He has no powers to secure his state. I was in a conference about 2 months ago where the former governor of Zamfara, Yari made a statement that was very rattling. He said that when his state was about to be attacked, he sent messages to those in power. Now this is a state governor of a state, saying that he reached out and yet nothing was done. His state was attacked. Now tell me, if he had the powers to protect his state, maybe through state police, do you think for 1 second that after he got that intelligence, that he would sit on his backside and allow his people killed? Today, what you see happening everywhere in Nigeria, that you see people, regions coming up with their own vigilante services. These vigilante services are needless and they waste of money. If the government had agreed to restructure or to reform, the name and the nomenclature is irrelevant, but something to have a different view about how we govern ourselves, how the Constitution is constructed, and the implementation of it. Today, what we have is over centralization of powers. You saw what happened in Enugu the other day, that people went into the shooting that happened in Enugu, for instance. It tells you one thing: would that shooting have happened if the officers involved were all from Enugu? I can tell you 1,000,000% that would not have happened. But because of the way the structure is, when somebody moves from point A to point B, he has no attachment whatsoever in point B. Then any slightest, provocation, it's a question of let the other person die. And we cannot continue like this. We are losing a lot, and a lot of Nigerians are beginning to be fed up with the whole system.
Okay, I'll come back to you in a